These days, everything is so expensive right now, and it's all over the news. We're in the middle of an affordability crisis. Everything is super expensive, inflation is crazy, and it doesn't look like it's gonna get better anytime soon. So in times like this, it's actually super cool that I get to review the Hyundai Venue Essential, which is the base model of the cheapest car in Canada. But I wanted to know if it was actually any good, or if what they say is true, and you get what you pay for.
For more expert car reviews, don't forget to share our channel and subscribe so you can catch some of this and maybe even a little of that.
So this is the most affordable vehicle in Canada, and it happens also to be one of the slowest. So this is powered by a 1.6 liter tiny 4-cylinder engine. It has 121 horsepower and 113 pound-feet of torque. The transmission is a continuously variable automatic, or a CVT, and it's front-wheel drive only. So in that sense, yes, you do get what you pay for. There's no getting around the fact that this is a slow vehicle. You know, getting up to speed and passing people is going to take a little bit of planning. And that's not bad. You just have to get used to it. The benefit, though, of it being such a measly little engine is that it is very efficient. So officially, the Venue is rated to get about 7.5 liters per 100 kilometers. I have been beating that easily. I've been getting between 6 and 6.2 liters per 100 kilometers. So I love that it is so efficient. And I really enjoy how small this car is. It has a very nice analog feel when you're driving it. It is so straightforward, and yes, it's not that big and it doesn't benefit the cargo capacity or the room in the back, but you do get decent headroom, and it's so easy to maneuver and park. It fits everywhere. It has a tight little turning circle, and so it's just really easy to live with. Yes, it's slow, but I think it makes up for that in other areas. So funny enough, this little Venue has tiny 15-inch steel wheels with plastic wheel covers, and you know, they don't look cool, but it really helps add to its efficiency. And you know, it's got little drum brakes and a torsion rear suspension, and that's not great either, but honestly, I do not care. I really enjoy driving this thing because it is so simple and efficient. Yes, on the inside, this is a very basic vehicle, but check this out. You get standard heated seats. You get a standard wireless phone charger and wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and air conditioning. Like, what else do you honestly, truly need from a car? That's everything we've ever asked for. And what is this? Physical buttons and knobs? We've been asking for that this entire time. And the benefit of this being such a low-tech, low-feature vehicle is that it is so user-friendly. If you don't like tech, this is the car to get, because literally anybody can hop in this car and figure out how to use it without diving through the instruction manual, and that's honestly how it should be. Okay, sure, there are some obvious cost-cutting measures, like there's a whole lot of hard black plastic in here. You know, these cloth seats aren't the nicest, and they don't even have like an armrest or anything like that. But you know what? It really does make up for it in other areas. I love how simple and straightforward everything is. You know, this car just has a certain honesty to it that you just can't find anymore, and I really appreciate that. And safety-wise, I'm honestly surprised by what they've included in here. So standard safety features include stuff like cruise control. No, it's not the adaptive kind, but that's okay. But they do have lane keep assist, and there's even a function that warns you if the car in front of you left and you weren't paying attention. So you're never gonna miss that advanced green ever again. Love to see it. So pricing wise, this Essential base trim starts at around $22,000 before destination. And now I think that's a great value considering everything that you get. However, I would like to point out that when this Hyundai Venue first came out in around 2020, it was like $17,000 or something like that. And for the price to creep up that much in such a short amount of time isn't great to see. And honestly, it's not a Hyundai problem, it's an industry-wide problem. You know, affordability of cars has really gone out the window. But I'm really sad to see no more sub $20,000 compact cars, and I don't think we're ever going to see that again. So all that considered, I still think that this Venue has a lot of value baked into it. You really can't go wrong. And just to put that price creep into perspective a little bit and all that inflation and stuff, I was watching an old episode of Price is Right from like 1973 or something like that, and one of the prizes was a Chevrolet Nova. And that car was going for under $2,000, which in today's dollars is about 15,000 bucks. So I really truly wish that this Hyundai Venue still was in that $15,000 to $17,000 range, but this is just the reality we live in these days. It's just something that we're gonna have to get used to. To recap, I love the Hyundai Venue's practical, no-nonsense approach, that it's straightforward and easy to use, and it's all the car you really need. I'm not a huge fan of the price creep or the obvious cost cutting. I'm actually so impressed with the Hyundai Venue. I think it's a great pick for people on a budget, and if you're not into buying a used car, this makes a ton of sense. It is practical, it's efficient, and the compromises it makes are very easy to live with considering how affordable it is. And because it's so straightforward, there's not a whole lot that can go wrong with it, making it an even better pick for people on a budget.